Hey y'all, we are all the way live today. I'm so excited. Y'all, I don't even know. I can't explain this feeling right now. Like, I'm just too excited for what we're about to share with you today. And bear with me because this is my first time doing this live thing. So I want to make sure it's working for you. I do see it is out and it is, oh my God. It is here. It is here. We are here. We are here. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Say hi. Tell me where you're from. Um, we're just in the meet and greet stage right now from 9 to 9:15. This gives people time to come in, introduce yourself, tell me where you're from, what are your goals? Are you in business? Are you trying to get into business? Are you still in the middle? You don't know what you want to do and you need us to help you figure this thing out. Come on in here. Let's go. I am waiting for you. I am waiting for you to get in here. Let's go. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Peggy. How you doing? I see you are here. Let me unmute you. You're muted, Peggy. If you can unmute yourself. Hey, Laquita. How you doing? I got a chat. I'm here. Oh, Indiana, Peggy. Nice. Ooh, wow. I've never been there before. Hi, Laquita. How you doing? I want to visit Indiana. What's the weather like in Indiana right now, Peggy? We have Peggy here. We have Quita here. They're coming in via Zoom. Let me see who we got coming in via Facebook. You guys come in, introduce yourself, tell us where you're from. Are you in business? Want to get into business? Hey, Laquita. It's been raining for weeks. It's been raining here too, Peggy. Can't stand it. I cannot stand it. You guys come on in here, introduce yourself. I'm so excited about this. I am extremely, extremely excited about this. Oh my God. We have some special guests coming in today. You ready to get into your new business? Have you already became an affiliate of HempWorks, or are you still up on the fence? If anybody invited you to this video, please get with them. Get back with them after this live, please. If someone else invited you to this webinar we're having today. Right now, we're in our meet and greet stage, giving people some time to come in. Let me get something for somebody. They need the link to log in. People are still trying to come in. So during this time, I like to definitely give people time to come in. Definitely don't want to leave anybody out. So 15 minutes, I feel is a good grace time to let people in. I'm just sending out the link because people are asking for the link now. And we're just going to talk a little today. I'm not going to try to sell you anything. I don't want you to think that I'm trying to sell you anything, because that is not what I'm going to be doing. Hey, Natia. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Karen. We're not going to be selling you anything. We are simply going to introduce network marketing to you, what it is and why you should be interested in joining in this industry. And I know a lot of times I come on and I tell you about things, but I think what we need to do is let you hear it from someone else. And I'm going to let you hear it from Robert Kiyosaki. Some of you may know him, some of you may not know him. He's the author behind Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a book. was a book that I came across when I was a junior in college. And from reading that book, it changed my life. It helped me understand why there are rich people and why there are poor people. And I want you to hear from Robert Kiyosaki. And we're gonna I have a video that I'm going to play for you guys. And I want you to just listen to what he's saying. And it might even sound repetitive because I've talked about it before. I've talked about Robert some of these things that Robert Kiyosaki is going to mention to you. So I want to see, maybe you need to hear it from someone else other than me, because a lot of times it's hard to convince friends and family how important something is if it's coming from a friend or a family. So I want you guys to hear it from someone that's not a friend or family. We have about 10 more minutes. We're going to let people bring themselves in. I'm going to see who has come in. Let's see. We're going to have special guests today. They're going to tell their testimony. I'm so excited about that. I'm super excited. Like, you guys don't even understand. This is just mind blowing right now. I have equipment. I had stuff that I could have been using for business, but didn't even know that I could use this stuff. So now I'm learning how to use it. Isn't that so cool? That is so cool. Y'all come on in here. Where are you from? Please tell us where you're from as you come in. Let us know if you're in business, want to get in business, or you're still on the fence trying to figure out what you want to do. What is this? Why everybody, raving about CBD oil, or you might hear them talking about the hemp oil. Where are you? Where are you in your phase? What are you feeling for yourself at this point in your entrepreneurial CEO life? I'm so excited to get started with you guys in this. Like I said, we got a 15-minute. I don't know if you've seen the agenda, but we are just doing meet and greet from 9 to 9:15. As you come in, please say where you're from, um, and who invited you. I see Peggy, you're an affiliate already. All right, let's rock, girl. Let's make it happen. Yes. So you just need, support. You need us to hold your hand and walk you through this thing. And that's what we're here for, is to, make it happen for all of us, not just one. Teamwork make the dream work. We're going to get started here in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Like I said, as you come in, please greet, um, introduce yourself. Let us know where you're at in the process of starting your business. Have you already started the business? Are you an affiliate already? And I'm just trying to go in and check on some people. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want them to be left out. I don't want them to feel like I'm leaving them out, because I'm here talking to you guys on the live, but they're over here writing other comments. This is crazy. Technology is amazing. I can't believe this. I see all these comments. I'm trying to keep up with you guys. We're going to get started in about 5 minutes. Early birds get the worm. Got to be on time, guys. Got to be on time. We are going to follow the agenda. I am always adamant about following the agenda and following schedule. So at 9:15, we're going to move to the opportunity presentation. And that is where I want you to put your listening ears on. And I need for you to listen to what Robert Kiyosaki is going to say to you. You don't have to watch the picture, but I need for you to listen. After Robert Kiyosaki finished talking to you guys, I'm going to bring up Joel and Michelle. They're a husband and wife. They're a team. They're a part of my team. I'm a part of their team. And they're going to talk to you about their experience and where they are right now in the business. After that, we're going to have little words of encouragement. I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to try to push you and make you leap. I'm going to force you to take that leap and stop being afraid. and then we're going to close, and then we will be done until next week. Next week. This is so exciting. I'm so excited. Hope you're excited. Um, I know the panelists are excited. We've been working together to get everything right for you. We got 5 more minutes, guys. Y'all hear my music? We jamming. We're gonna turn the music off after meet and greet. It's my stuff, boy. We're gonna turn it off after we greet. Alrighty. I'm so excited. We got 4 minutes, guys, and we're gonna move on. If you're coming in, please tell me where you are. If you're in business, trying to get in business, or just a little stuck, back up against the wall, not sure what you really want to do, I want to know. I want to hear from you. Yes, I do. We got a few more minutes, guys. I'm going to your comments now. Hey, Tia. I had to get to your comments. So many. Give us some thumbs up and some likes, please. Share this video if you're watching. Share, share, share. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. We have about 3 more minutes before we get started. And like I say, when this video starts, I want you to listen. I want you to put your listening ears on. And I do not want you to be distracted by anything. So put your headphones on or whatever you need to do to listen to this short little video. It's going to be about 10 minutes. And I want you to listen. I'm going to be listening in the background as well with you. And then after that, we're going to bring Joel and Michelle up. They're going to talk about their experience. And that is good for you to hear from somebody that's actually doing it. Like, we're doing this. Like, I'm definitely not about to try to sell you anything. I'm not about to try to force you to do anything. I'm just here to inform you and encourage you to do the research and just look at it. I mean, it doesn't take a lot to understand how this thing works. And I would hate for y'all to be left behind just because you can't get it or you feel like it's a scam because your broke friend told you it was a scam. The blind leading the blind. Your same friend, they got to get up and go to their 9-to-5 job. Same person. And you got somebody right here that's telling you this is you can transform. You can take that shift and come on to the other side. You can get out the rat race. You can leave that job eventually if you do this right. If you do it the way we tell you to do it, you use your tools, you use the resources, this is possible. The sky is the limit. You get what you get out of it what you put into it. If you do nothing, you will receive nothing. We are about to get started in just a few seconds. Once it hits 9:15, I'm going to play the video for you because I want you to see this. This is going to be mind-blowing, guys. All right, where's my video? I want to share this with you guys in just a moment. We got a few more seconds, and I want you to just listen. This live is about you listening and paying attention, forcing you to come somewhere at a certain time and get some information. I ain't trying to sell you nothing, baby. I'm trying to teach you. I want to teach you something. I want you to come inside of my world. And here we go. Let's get started. I want you to listen to Robert Kiyosaki. Let's get started.
Hello, I'm Robert Kiyosaki, and thank you for listening. I'm here today to tell you that even though we are in tough times, you can still be a success. In fact, it's during tough times that many people get ahead financially. In fact, I'm looking forward to these tough times. There are many reasons for this economic crisis we are in today, and it is the biggest financial crisis in the history of the world. In my opinion, it is greater than the Great Depression, which began in 1929. One of the many reasons for the crisis is for the first time, you're now competing for a job with somebody who works in China, India, or the Philippines, or Eastern Europe. And for Americans, this means that you can no longer make $80 an hour because there's people in countries all over the world who are willing to work for $1 an hour. How do you compete with that? Today, with the information age, I can now hire accountants and attorneys in India who speak great English and who understand our laws extremely well. Why would I pay somebody $500 an hour, an accountant or attorney, when I can hire somebody in India for $25 an hour? So this is one of the big reasons the idea of a safe, secure job for life is really an obsolete idea. You couple that with technology, and today I can replace people with technology. Why would I pay somebody more money when I can replace them with a computer? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Today, companies are not just downsizing, they're just letting thousands of people go. Unemployment is rampant. The tragedy is we have many bright students leaving school, let's say age 24 to 35, just loaded down with debt from college loans, and they can't even find a job. So the big problem today is in a global society and industrial age world, the idea of a safe, secure, high-paying job for life is an obsolete idea. So for those of you who may not be familiar with Rich Dad, Poor Dad, a book that has now sold over 25 million copies worldwide, it is the #1 personal finance book in all history and has been on the New York Times bestseller list for over 8 years. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a true story of my two dads. As I said, my real dad was the head of education for the state of Hawaii, a PhD. Great father, great dad. But he was the one who always said to me, go to school and get a job, work hard, save money, get out of debt. And my rich dad said to me, who was my best friend's father, who started teaching me starting at the age of 9, he says, if you're going to be rich, don't get a job, don't save money, and don't get out of debt. You have to learn to use money and be an entrepreneur. So Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a very simple story about two fathers tell their sons, one rich, one poor, about how to manage their lives and take control of their future. And thank God in 1974, I listened to my Rich Dad. Rich Dad, Poor Dad was book 1 in the Rich Dad series of books, and there's a number of books today. But book number 2 is the most important book for people looking to make changes in your life. So if you're looking to make changes, a change of mindset, a change of how you look at the world, it is book number 2, and book number 2 is entitled The Cash Flow Quadrant. And the cash flow quadrant is very simple. Think of making a cross in the middle of a piece of paper. On the left-hand upper corner, put an E. The lower left corner, put an S. Upper right, put a B, and the lower right, put an I. E stands for employee. So that's why my poor dad always said, go to school so you can get a job, because my poor dad wanted me to become an employee. S stands for small business, specialist, or solo. So a lot of times, many small business people are S, or they're specialists like a doctor or a lawyer. My mom wanted me to become a doctor. And she says, son, why don't you become a doctor? In other words, become an S. And I said, there's only one problem, Mom. She says, what's that? S's are smart people. Now, for some of you know, I didn't do that well in school, even though my dad was the head of education. So my mom says, you're right. You shouldn't be a doctor because you'll never do well in school. So I didn't become an S. See, S's believe they have to do everything on their own. When you listen to a S, they'll always say the same words. If you want it done right, do it by yourself. So a lot of times they're just loners. And you look at different sports, like golf is a pretty lonely sport. You play it by yourself. On the B and the I side, B stands for big business, 500 employees or more, or 10 million or more in income, gross income. So very few people make the B quadrant. By starting your own business in the network marketing industry, you have a chance to move from the E and the S, from employee to self-employed or small business or specialist, to the big business side, which is to be a business owner, and where you have a lot of people working with you and for you. Your job is to spread the wealth to as many people as possible. Now, this is where the I fits in. I invest a lot in real estate. I have gold and silver companies.
Yes,
I have
from
oil
employee to self-employed to small business.
I have lots of businesses. But I invest my money in the I quadrant. And the problem with most people is they don't have enough money to invest. That's the problem. They say, well, how can I invest? I don't have any money. Well, the reason you don't have any money on the E and the S side, the taxes are so high, you can't get ahead. I pay less taxes than most of my employees, percentage-wise. I make millions of dollars, but I'll pay down to around 15% tax. Most employees, they're lucky. The more money they make, the higher they pay in taxes. So those are the big differences between the B, ES, B, and the I. Many E's and S's cannot invest simply because they're out of money. The government sucks their money out through taxes, through debt. Buy a house, it's your biggest investment, which is not. And number two is they put your money into, a pension plan, and all this stuff. So your money is going to the mutual fund companies. And then inflation kills you. You look at oil and gas and all that, they just keep going up. So a guy like me is making fortunes because I invest directly in oil wells and gold companies and silver and stuff like this. So as inflation hits, I make more money. So the B and the I side, the tax laws are different. I can make a lot more money on the B and I side than the E's and S's can make. So that's the power of the cash flow quadrant. By reading that book, you'll see that the E's, S, B's, and I's all have different mindsets. The tax laws are different, and your friends are different. So that's why the cash flow quadrant is an essential book for anybody looking to make changes in their lives. They estimate that 80% of the people are on the E and the S side. I actually think it's higher, like 95%, but for safety factor, let's call it 80%. The first thing you have to shift is your mindset. And then people say to me, well, it's tough being an entrepreneur, or entrepreneurs are born, not made. That's not true. The trick is, how do you change your mindset, and how do you get the set of skills that allow you to transition from employee or small business self-employed to big business and investor? Out of all the business models I've discovered, one stood out from the rest. It requires little upfront money, very low overhead, and can be worked part-time and can generate you the income part-time so that you can transition out of your full-time job. And this great business opportunity is a thing called network marketing. The thing about entrepreneurs is they make things happen. They take control of their lives. They don't let other people's small minds stop them. And the beauty of a network marketing business, the reason I recommend it, is for you to be supported by an organization, to go through your fears, to change your friends, to not care what other people say or think about you. If you can do that, if you can handle what pointy-headed little intellectuals say to you about this business, then you shall grow up to become a great entrepreneur. But as long as you care so much about what other people think of you, you'll probably never be successful in life, no matter what you do. Because as you know, this world is not an easy place. It's not fair. In fact, sometimes it's really, really cruel, because if you're poor, they step on you. If you're not successful, they step on you. If you don't have confidence, they step on you. So it's up to you to gain that confidence, the skill set, the mindset, the guts, the determination to not care what other people say about you, because 95% of them are broke anyway. So let me share with you my reasons for recommending network marketing. First of all, I've never done it. And I had a closed mind to it. I thought it was terrible. I was invited to several of these events, and I sat there and I said, why should I do that? Well, the reason I said, why should I do that, is because I knew how to start a business on my own anyway. That's what I had a rich dad for. But it was a friend of mine in Texas who opened my mind up to network marketing. And here he was, a rich guy, and he was starting a network marketing business. I said, Bill, why are you doing that? You don't need the money. He says, that's correct. But I need to give back. I need to train other people. And more importantly, I need investors from my other businesses. So he said one of the problems he had was he talked to people about investing in his real estate company. Most people didn't have any money. So he says, well, if I can help solve their problem of not having enough passive income, maybe they'll invest in my real estate businesses. And so I went, my God, it really is about people helping people. That's all he was doing. It was not about being greedy or trying to sell something. It was just trying to help your fellow human being. And that's when my mind started to shift. And I realized that most people will never make the transition from the E and the S side to the right side, the B and the I side. And that's all he was doing. He was helping people make the transition from employee or self-employed or small business to big business and the investor side. And with that, I changed my mind. And that's when I started looking into network marketing with open eyes, with refreshed point of view. I had to let go of my closed-minded ideas of what I had heard. And what I found, because I went to some of these conventions and I signed up and I went to look at things, I found out they're fabulous organizations. Now, let me warn you, there's good and bad in everything. There were good leaders and bad leaders. But what I was really impressed with in most of the companies and most of the leaders was a sincere desire to help their fellow human being grow, to become bigger than they really are, to gain the confidence, to gain the skills necessary to someday become a great entrepreneur. And that's what I saw. I saw network marketing as a great personal development type of business. And that's why I saw it, as my new book title says, The Business for the 21st Century. It is about developing people, not pushing them down. It's about building them up so they can take better control of their lives and their future without worried about being fired all the time, or will I be downsized, or what if the economy changed? Network marketing business, the business of the 21st century, is about turning people from employees to entrepreneurs. That's what I support. So although I've never belonged to a network marketing business, I do support. The Rich Dad Company supports individuals shifting from employee or self-employed to the big business, entrepreneur, and investor side. So that's why I support network marketing. It's a fabulous way to grow and help other people to grow and realize their full potential in life. So what is network marketing?
Listen.
The concept is simple. Today, companies spend millions and billions of dollars advertising. So what network marketing does, instead of spending all of that money on television, radio, print, and the web, they pass that money on to you. So network marketing is very simply the best form of marketing is word of mouth, viral marketing, friends helping friends type of marketing. And so that's where the profits are generated from. Rather than giving it to the big ad agencies or the media companies, you pass it on to yourselves and your friends. That's the concept of network marketing. Network marketing is not so much about selling. It's about building a network of people. It's about building an asset for you and your family. So an important value of network marketing, it's real world business education. Now, I'm fortunate enough to be invited to many colleges and universities and speak to entrepreneurs. The problem with them is they're not really prepared for the real world. Most of them will still leave school and hope to find a job. The beauty of network marketing, moving from the E and the S side to the right side of the quadrant, first of all, requires a change in mindset. That mindset is exactly opposite of E's and S's. And that's the tough part. Once you see, oh my God, I don't need a steady paycheck, I don't need to work hard for myself, then your mind starts to shift. Then it requires learning new skills. It's not necessarily easy. Some people it's easier than others, but you have to learn to have money and people work for you rather than you work for money and other people. And it's a very different mindset. It means you have to become a leader. It's also called business education. A network marketing business is a great way to get real-world business education. I would listen to the person who shared this audio with you and then go with this person to a meeting. You know, you have to ask, are these people really concerned about me and my welfare? See, corporate America or most big corporations are not interested in you. They're interested in making money for their shareholders, not employees. So you have to ask yourself, are the leaders really concerned about me? And in most cases, I think you'll find the answer is yes. You see, in network marketing, your leader cannot be successful unless you're successful, which is completely opposite of corporate America. In corporate America, when I worked for Xerox, if I didn't perform, I was fired. I mean, I came close to being fired for 2 to 3 years. I was always on the bottom. And they would have fired me. But the beauty of network marketing is they want to pull you up. As long as you're willing to show up and go through their training programs, they'll work with you. They won't fire you. They'll give you time to develop and to become the person you are. And then after you're successful, then your job is to assist other people to do the same thing. You cannot.
All right. That is where I wanted to stop, because I wanted you to get the glimpse of that, but I'll put the link to the full video in this live, but I wanted you to get the basics of what Robert Kiyosaki was talking about and what we're doing and how we're changing lives. He made a very, very, very important point at the end where he said that we as leaders, we want you to succeed, not like in corporate America. When you do good, we do good. That is the only way we're going to do good. And then in turn, you're going to do the same thing for the other people around you, your friends, your family, co-workers, everybody. Don't take it from me. Take it from somebody else. Take it from Robert Kiyosaki. Network marketing is a billion-dollar industry. And you need to ask yourself, why am I not in this? I used to be there. I really used to be there. I was an accountant. I was making great money. My friends were coming to me with It Works, all these different type of network marketing things. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to do that. But then see, the important thing about network marketing is you get in when the time is right for you. I got in when the time was right for me because I was interested in the CBD oil industry. And right now was the time to get in. So I got in. I found out about this company on Craigslist. Someone had put an ad out. I saw it, I read it. I looked at the compensation plan. And I'm a numbers girl. I'm an accountant. And I said, whoa, this just makes sense. I'm accounting, okay. I need to, so to get the maximum, I need to be executive, okay, but I can be director or I can be a builder. Okay, this looks good. I can elevate myself when it's feasible for me. All that good stuff. All of that good stuff. And my question is, why are you not doing it? What are you afraid of? You heard what he said. You have to change your mindset. It's time to think about things differently. Stop having a closed mind. Stop thinking that everything that someone brings to you is a scam. Everything that someone brings to you isn't a scam. Just research it before you even, state your opinion on something. Know what you're talking about. Know why you don't want to do it. It may be money. It may be fear. It may be family or health issues. But identify that problem and figure out how to get over that and take the leap to move to the next step so you don't have those problems anymore. I want you to live this financially free, but not only financially free, I really want you to get the freedom of time. The best thing about being the CEO for me is the freedom of time. The freedom to get up and go where I want to go, when I want to go, without having to ask anybody for permission. I don't have to put in my time and wait for my supervisor to approve it and pray. And if maybe, I hope she approves it, or if not, I'm going to have to play sick and then I'm going to have to get a doctor's note. No more of that. If you work in any business and you do what you're supposed to do, you're going to be successful. But you have to give it time. This is not going to be an opportunity where you're going to make money every month when you begin. You're going to have to work this thing for at least 5 years. You're going to have good months. You're going to have bad months. You're going to have months when you're going to make a lot of money. You're going to have months when you ain't going to make no money and you're going to want to give up. You're going to be in a drought, but you don't give up. You have to keep pushing. And see, Joelle and Michelle is going to talk to you about that. They're going to share their testimony. They've been in this for a while. They're trying to leave their 9 to 5. I'm already off the 9 to 5 ship. I'm not on that. What I'm doing is diversifying my income. How many of you know what diversified income is? Do you have it? Residual income, passive income. Those are the things that I want you to gain. Those are the things that I want you to understand and understand why is it important for you to have it in your life. If you lost your job right now today, how long could you last? If they fired you, even if you could be at a job for 35 years just getting ready to retire and they can fire you. Why do that to yourself? You can make a whole lot of money, like I was in corporate America, but don't have enough time to even enjoy the money because you're always at work. Let's switch over. Let's move to the other side. Because as he said, soon computers, robots, and people in India and China and these other places are going to be taking your jobs because they're willing to work for less an hour. What are you going to do when this happens? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's time to take the shift. It's time to change the mind. It's time to forget about what everybody else is saying and do you. Focus on you. You're going to get haters, doubters, people praying on your downfall. Oh, I told you you shouldn't do that. I told you wasn't going to make no money. You got to do too much work just to make money. Success ain't easy, baby. If it was, we all would be here. That's why it's just that little percentage of people. That's why it's lonely at the top. Because nobody really wants to put in that work to get there. They don't. And I can't wait until Michelle and Joel get here to talk to you about their experience. I knew I wanted to be my own boss in my 20s. When I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, I said, ooh, they didn't teach me at that fancy, that all of this at that fancy college. You know, they didn't tell me that I can take all of this that I got and just make my own hours and still make money with this degree. They didn't tell me that. They taught me how to apply for jobs and how to interview well and say the right things and sell myself and sell my time. They didn't tell me that I didn't need to do all of that, that I could be the boss and control all of my time and say, forget about that. Now people in suits work for me. And I walk around in my shirts and jeans and sneakers. Isn't that amazing? Wouldn't you want to be there just like me? I want you here because I want to be able to pick up the phone and say, hey y'all, what y'all doing? Let's go get on the boat, or let's go over here to this island for the day. You know, I want to live that lifestyle. That's the way I'm going. Like my train is going that way. And I hope you bring yourself and jump on this train with me and just make this money. That was funny. I hope I said that right. Cardi B. We're going to make this money, you know? Money, money, money. Like Nicki Minaj say, money, money, money. Everybody always like, oh, money ain't everything. Yeah, broke folks always talk about money ain't everything because you ain't got none. When you ain't never seen 6 figures in your bank account, you think, yeah, money ain't everything. And broke folks always think money ain't everything because you ain't got none. Let them get some. Let them get some. It's gonna be bro, MOB. It's gonna be that. But until then, money ain't all about the money. Yes, it is, baby. Yes, it is. It is. You got to make the money, baby, if you want to live the life that you want to live. You need money to live that life. It ain't free. It ain't free. That's why you got to get out here and go get it. That's why y'all getting jobs. If money wasn't everything, when nobody want to get no job, it'd just be all on the side of the road. No, money is what supports that lifestyle that you have. So I want to show you how to get it in a different and easier way, where you get to become the CEO of your life. Do you understand what Robert Kiyosaki was saying about taxes? If you are only a W-2, I'm going to say a W-2er, that might not even be a term, but if you are a W-2er and you have no business, you paying all the taxes like a dummy. The tax code is set up to benefit people that have businesses. When you buy your equipment, your computers and all that stuff for your business, guess what you get to do? Write that off, lower your tax bill. I'm trying to help y'all. All my businesses help lower my tax bill because I spend all my time in my businesses. Everything I do, every time I buy anything, it's for business. Rarely anything personal because I don't do anything outside of work. But I'm doing what I love. So a lot of times it doesn't even feel like work. But I'm at work. So it's mind blowing. I know. I know. And I want you to feel this too. I want you to understand that it's not going to be easy. It is going to require you to put some work in. If you're on my team, you already know. I help you with your back office. I help you with your branding. I help you with tools to market because you got to be able to market. Nobody's going to buy from you if they don't know you. Nobody's going to come get your products or join your team if they don't know what you do. You remember when McDonald's came out? You see McDonald's everywhere. Every time you turn the TV on, every time you turn the corner, you see that big old yellow M. They made sure you didn't forget it. You were so agitated with McDonald's to the point you had McDonald's in your mind and you didn't even want to eat no McDonald's, but guess what? Where you ended up at McDonald's because all you thought was McDonald's. It's a method to the madness. But I can show you how to do that, but you have to be willing. You can't start your business, become an affiliate, don't tell nobody for 3 weeks. Then you tell somebody one day, maybe you post 1 day or 2 days, don't say nothing for another 3 weeks. Baby, you're not in business. You're just wasting your time and your money. You're wasting all our time and our money. And I don't mean to be mean or come off cocky, because I know sometimes people say, I can come off cocky, and that's definitely not my intention. I just want you to understand that nobody's going to do it for you. You got to do it for yourself. Forget all the naysayers. People said you can't do it or you shouldn't be doing it. Don't waste your money on that. You ain't going to make no money. Then the same people that did it and did not do nothing. That's why they didn't make any money. So now they're going to discourage you not to make any money because they ain't made no money because they didn't do what they were supposed to do. Don't let them get you like that. And I got a few more minutes to talk to y'all before Joelle and Michelle come in. But I want y'all to change your mindset. Change the way you think. Change the people that you talk to every day. The people that I talk to every day, we on the same SHIT. Trying to get another dollar. How we going to make it better? What we need to do? How can we get the word out better? When are we going to have our next workshop? Who are we reaching next? What mailing campaign do we need? Do we need to go on a radio show? That's what we doing all day while y'all behind y'all cubicles. We talking about the next game plan. What road trip we need to go on so we can put some signs in the yard. What we got to do? I want you to get there. I want you to be able to ride around in your town and see your brand and say, yeah, that's me. You're going to smile because you feel good. When I see my advertisements from all my different businesses, like I don't, like I said, I just don't do the hemp works. I have my tax company, I have my credit repair, I have real estate that I do. So when I see, and a lot of people don't know that those companies belong to me because my face are not on all of them. So you wouldn't even know what belonged to me or what didn't because I'm not the headline for all of them. Some of them I just don't need to be the headline for because it's just not something that I'm interested in doing every day. I can do the back end of it, but I don't want to do that every day. But it feels so good to see your work come to light, your vision, your dream come to light. Make your dream a reality. I say this often to people. I don't dream. And you might say, well, why don't you dream? Because I live within my dream. I'm living my dream. And I want to show you how to live your dream. Stop dreaming. Yeah, I ain't dreaming. I'm making that happen. Dreaming. I don't want to dream. I want to live within the dream. Do you? Do you want to live within the dream? I know I do. And I want to pull you with me. And I'm waiting for Joella to come in. Let me see where they are. It is their time. I'm real anal about time, y'all. I like to stay on schedule because I don't like to hold people more than they need to be held. There they are. There they are. We are going to let them in. Here is my panelist. Let me give them the screen. I'm going to spotlight them. I'll be back afterwards, guys.
Can you guys hear us?
Hey guys.
What up? What up? Shoot us a message if you can hear us, since we just came on. I'm hoping it didn't mess anything up. Just comment and let us know. Just comment. Karen, can you guys hear us? Claudia?
We good to go?
I don't want to start talking if you guys can't hear us. Awesome. Karen said that she can hear us, so we are good to go. So introducing ourselves, I am Joel Williams.
And I'm Michelle Williams. We've been married for about 4 years, and we live in Central Oregon with our 3 doggies. Joel works in IT at our local hospital, and I work as a dental hygienist during the day. And I'll let you tell them about your start in HempWorks.
Awesome. Yeah. So we are 10K affiliates, and that means that our team collectively, we bring in roughly around $20,000 in sales each month. And we have been building this business just on the side. We both, actually, Michelle just said, we work full time, both of us. And so it's just kind of the, whatever extra time we have.
Nights, weekends, lunch breaks.
One of the biggest things is that we learned pretty quickly, something that blew the business up for us is prioritizing our time. We used to watch a lot of TV and just kind of screw around and not have our time in order and in check. And after, if you think about it, are you getting paid to watch TV?
Nope.
That's a pretty good indication of how to prioritize your time. But a little bit about me. I actually started with HempWorks in January of 2018, at the very end, beginning of February. And I was just doing it by myself. And I was just kind of doing it like very, very part-time. I had no education on network marketing. I had no history. I knew nothing about it. And I slowly got to the point where I was making my money back, and I was kind of just happy making my money back, because I've heard in the past, there's a lot of people that end up losing money, and a lot of that comes because they don't have proper training. They don't have a team that is educating them or helping them along the way. There's a lot of different factors on why people can lose money, and that gives people a sour taste in their mouth towards the industry, which really, really sucks, because it's awesome. But we ended up, actually, I'll let you talk about convention in a little bit. So basically, I got introduced to this. There's a coworker at the hospital that I work at, and he was using HempWorks CBD, and I ended up doing some research online after I tried his, and it made me feel pretty good. It helped my pains, my issues. I gotta stay compliant. So yeah, I'm not gonna make any claims, but it helped the issues that I had. I ended up going home and I did a lot of research on it, and I ended up joining just from, I did a lot of Googling and searching, and I found a blog, and the blog had the sign up link. And so I ended up joining off of the blog, and I became a business owner that night, which was pretty cool and scary at the same time. So that's kind of what got me involved, and the history of it, just real short, quick and dirty, is I had good results and I liked it. And so I ended up joining. I didn't even want to just keep being a customer after I tried his oil. I just decided to sign up because I knew that if I have good results, it's something that I can actually promote and fully get behind. I do have my why for the business, and why I actually want to continue. I'm not going to give up, is a little bit different. I love dogs, and I do love and I respect all the vets in our country and everything that they have given for us to have our freedom. So that's 2 things that are really close to me, because I come from a military family, and we have 3 dogs, as Michelle just said. So what I would like to do is get to the point where we can afford to either start up a nonprofit, or we can lock arms with a nonprofit that will be able to rescue like kill shelter dogs or just any kind of shelter dogs, and take those dogs and train them for our vets to be their service dogs, and be able to give back to our vets by giving them a partner that's going to help them through life. Because when they come back and they've seen some of the stuff they've seen, it's not very pretty and it causes a lot of issues. So having a companion is really nice for them. I think that's.
I'm up.
It sure
Alrighty.
is.
So yeah, so like he said, he joined in January of last year and was doing it by himself. He decided that he wanted to go to the company convention, which was being held in October, and, you know, kind of asked me if I would go with him, and I really didn't want to.
She said no. It wasn't, I didn't really want it. It was no.
I was pretty much saying no, like, that's stupid. It's too much money. Why would I go if I'm not even, you know, in the business or using the products or whatever. But basically he like ended up buying a ticket and said, okay, well, I already bought it, so we're going. I'm like, oh, cool. So I was pretty, I guess, mad about it. Like, I really didn't want to be there, but going to that convention seriously changed everything. Like, my whole view on the products, the company, the business opportunity. Before, I had always had like, or kind of been against it because of the cannabis stigma, and just the fact that I didn't personally believe in and use the products myself. So, you know, I just was pretty, like, really against doing the business. He had been, you know, talking to me, like trying to get me in, helping him, and I was just like, no, not having it. But when I went to the convention, I heard from the owners and successful leaders in the company, and kind of discovered that a lot of them had actually been like anti-cannabis everything in the past, kind of like I had been. So that I was able to relate to that, and just hearing their stories of, you know, what it's done for themselves or their kids or, you know, significant others or other important people in their lives. They saw it work miracles on, you know, severe health issues. I'm not going to name names, but it was.
You can Google it.
Yeah, Google it. But yeah, so it was just really inspiring, and it was just extremely powerful, and I found an unexpected passion that day. Like, I keep saying, like, I've never really been super passionate about anything, but since I think it was October 26th or something was the day of convention, it's like I've just been like, okay, this is what I want to do. I'm in. So I just felt like it was significant and something meaningful that we could do together and for our lives and our future. So the first thing I did after convention was start using the products. I didn't really notice anything myself until about 3 weeks later. But then all of a sudden I was like, wow, I'm sleeping better than I ever have in my life, which was also making a huge difference in my energy during the day, which was a huge deal because I had dealt with serious fatigue issues for like over 10 years, and nothing had helped until I was using the CBD oil. It also helped a lot with my neck and back pain that I get from my job as a dental hygienist. It's very hard on the body, so it was really nice getting the relief from that as well. And then also I even noticed after a while that I had lost some weight without changing anything else. So that was just kind of an unexpected bonus that I got.
Cherry on
So yeah, and then as far as my why, I kind of have like several parts to it, I guess. I mentioned that this being kind of significant and meaningful, like it's really important to me to do something significant and meaningful with my time, just to make everything, you know, worth doing. And I believe that helping people to be healthier and happier satisfies that. So the testimonies that we see and hear, you know, from customers and people that we're impacting is just a huge part of my why. And then I know Precious talks about this a lot, but there's nothing more powerful than time freedom, which is what this opportunity is able to give. It does take time, but the ability to live how and where you want and do what you want when you want, like there's nothing better than that, honestly. And I see people doing it, so I'm like, I'm going to do that too. So I don't want to work until I'm 60. Early retirement is kind of a must. Like I can't picture it any other way. So that's what's driving me, like why I don't want to give up. I imagine not waking up to an alarm clock and just being able to get up whenever I dang well please, and getting on with my day whenever I want. Like I don't want to be woke up by that alarm clock anymore. I imagine working where I want. So whether that's from my bed or my couch or outside on the beach, at a pool, just wherever, as long as I have cell phone and Wi-Fi, like
on a boat.
Yeah, we can do this anywhere, which is awesome. And I want residual income that's going to continue coming into us when we're no longer actively working. So you do this for 3 to 5 years, or, however long it may take. It may take longer if you're doing it only part-time. But however long that takes, it's still not going to be as long as working for, 40 plus years. I imagine just being able to do simple, like basic errands and scheduling appointments whenever I want and during less busy times and not having to get permission or time off. And I imagine not missing any holidays, birthdays, graduations, weddings, funerals, no matter what day of the week they fall on or where we have to travel to. I also want to do a lot more traveling for longer periods of time, so that we can drive and take the dogs with us, because that's a big reason why we don't really travel much. It's because of them, and it's just hard, with jobs trying to coordinate long periods that we can be gone. And then I imagine also living in Bend, where we are now, like July through December-ish, and then somewhere warmer from January through June, because I really don't like the cold weather from, I don't know, anytime after the holidays. I'm kind of like over it. So it would just be really cool to be able to travel somewhere for half the year. And I've always wanted to be a stay-at-home dog mom. So just like I said, working from home or from wherever we are would be awesome. And then if we ever do actually have kids, I want to be able, to be home with them or always be available for field trips, sports, if they're sick or have to go to the doctor. It would be really nice having that extra flexibility. I don't want to just, be working to pay a daycare bill. I know people, you got to do what you got to do, but there are other ways and you do not have to do that. So we're just trying to educate people and, bring other options to the table for you. A lot of this has to do with dreaming big, I think, like helping people be able to dream again. Some people may laugh or be like, oh, well, that's silly, or you're crazy for thinking that that's ever going to happen. But it does happen for people in this industry. Like, this is the only industry that can make all of this a reality. And even if we have only part of that happen, I still think we're winning. So that's just my opinion. And then also partnering with the hottest product, not only MLM has ever seen, but the entire marketplace. Like, we're at the beginning of a global movement right now. So it's just an absolute no-brainer to get in on this. So that's what I had.
Yes. So network marketing, a few reasons why we love it. The people that we meet and the friendships that we gain, we have never met Precious before. And one of our business partners actually is the person who got Precious on board. And now we know Precious, and Precious is awesome. Precious is Precious. But she's amazing. It's always fun watching her videos, like every single day. Just looking through Facebook, and then you'll see Precious, and she's on Facebook, and it's like, oh, let's jump in there and let's watch this one. But it's her own reality TV show, which is amazing. The personal development and growth that happens with it is life-changing. Before network marketing, I've never invested time in myself, learning about myself, I think everybody's mind is that's like completely closed. And if you start in network marketing, your mind, like there's like a gate that unlocks. It unlocks, and then there's like all this stuff that you never even thought of. And it's there, it's in your mind, but you're not taught that in school. There's so much stuff that you don't even know about. Another thing, it builds confidence and it gives you a sense of purpose, and that all comes with the self-development and growth. But also knowing that you're, changing lives, you're contributing to something. If you go to a job, like I love my job. I work in IT at a hospital. I know that I am helping people, but at the end of the day, I can say that I did my job. That's about it. I did my job. I can't say that I like the testimonies that come with this product specifically, or when someone makes a paycheck that they didn't have before. It's like, that is actually a difference that I contributed to. Doing the training and helping and educating and building people up, that's a difference from just, showing up at a job and being IT support, taking calls. It's quite a bit of a difference. But owning a home-based business, it's a low startup cost, and the maintenance is, it's the same. It's one cost across the board. It's not like it changes. It's going to go way up. It's going to drop. It's across the board and it's steady, and you're not going to get like a surprise charge like, oh, this month you owe this much money. It just stays steady, and there's like no surprise at all.
Well, and like regarding the maintenance fee, it's basically you're just ordering the product to use for yourself, which we have 12, is it 12 products right now? Somewhere around there. Maybe it's 16. 13. I don't know. Something. We have multiple products. Like it's a full hemp product line. And so like for our monthly 4-pack that we do, we each use a bottle, and then we have the dog CBD that we get each month, the dog CBD oil. And then we usually rotate like between the skin cream for me, or the pain rub, or the coffee for Joel. Like there's options, like you can mix and match. And so it's really nice. Like, we'd be buying the products anyway, like because of the results we get. So it's really not like an extra expense for us. Yeah. It makes sense.
And you're not stuck. So like the bottles of oil, they can last you anywhere from a month to 2.5 months. If you continuously use like the one bottle a month, but it's actually lasting you 2 months, you can swap it up and do like a bottle, and then you can do coffee, like Michelle just said. Mm-hmm. So rotating, and it's not like you're going to be sitting on a bunch of product that you're not using.
Right.
You could do oil, and then you could get the coffee, and then you could use oil in the morning and then do the CBD coffee. And, it's using it together, and it's just going to be helping you even more. So it's really cool how they can work together too. Back to the benefits. You get to be your own boss. That's something that Precious preaches about, which is awesome.
Be your own boss.
And Michelle just kind of went over that a little bit. Do what you want, when you want, how you want. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine like everybody like today, thinking about a doctor appointment that I need to schedule, and it's like, well, I need to do that on my break. What if your life was like a continuous break? And it's like, let's see, I'm going to make a schedule so I can make my appointment whenever I want, versus having to try and fit it into a schedule because I don't have time just to make an appointment. That's ridiculous. There's no income cap. It can blow up. Like if you get started and you just hammer down and you're serious about it, you could, there's no guarantee on this, but you can make nothing, or you can make $5,000 in a month. Mm-hmm. From when you first start, you can make $5,000. It depends on what you're going to put into it. Are you going to sit on the couch? Are you going to do nothing? Or are you going to get out there and you're going to actually do something? You're going to bust your ass and you're going to, do
like
some work.
Precious.
Do some work and invest in it. Because it's not, investing in it, that's just going to jumpstart you. That's going to make big things happen. So the income is determined by effort. What you put into it, that's what you get out. You can work from anywhere. Michelle kind of covered that a little bit. It'd be really cool to be able to just travel, and as long as you have internet service, you could use your phone as a hotspot, so you have internet anywhere, and you can be working. Setting your own schedule, so you can.
Talked about that too. But.
So on top of what we did talk about, you can set like starting out as part-time, like how we do this. People say I don't have time because I work. I can tell you right now that I work full-time. Mm-hmm. Michelle works full-time, and we do it.
We all have the same 24 hours in a day.
I guarantee you that I do not have 26 hours in a day when you only have 24 hours. I promise you that. So there's literally no excuse. You can't say that it's different. You may have kids. We have 3 dogs, and dogs are,
they're my kids.
It's different, but they are demanding time and affection, and sometimes they're a pain in the butt. And that kind of goes with everything in life. There's different things, and you sit down and make time for what you want to do.
You also touched on it earlier, but I know for me, it took a while for me to change, my mindset and priorities, get all that straight. But we were watching TV all the time, binge watching shows, and, just spending our nights just only watching TV, or just doing, useless things that weren't, doing anything to improve our future, which is what this is about. You have to be very, forward thinking, or thinking about your future instead of like the present. Because when you start, it can be slow to start. It can't, it does take time to build it up. We actually had just run the numbers recently when we were talking with our financial advisors and accountant and stuff. But so last year we figured out from the business, again, he was mainly doing it by himself and not very, committed. Or
this is while I was watching TV and I wasn't taking it serious.
So he made like $4,000 the first year. This year, in the first, 5 months, because this 6 month isn't completely done yet, we're almost at 9,000, like right under. So we've more than doubled the income from last year that we did. And we're only halfway through the year. So it takes time. Everybody's journey is different. Everyone's story will look different of how fast or slow you get there. But if you really commit to it, you will get success with it. So
slow and steady wins the race. The cool thing is that this is residual. So if you take it serious, you care about your customers, you show them that you care about them, and they are loyal customers, and also building a team. If you have people that are reordering, this builds your residual income. So what that means is, for example, us, and I'm going to put an income disclosure in this video too, just because we are talking about income. Right now we're at the point where strictly like residual, we're at the point where we can like not do anything besides order our package that we want to do each month, and we'd be getting around $1,000 a month by doing nothing. So that may not seem like a big number to you, but if you look at it,
it's more than we had a year ago.
That alone, by doing nothing, can pay for both of our car insurance, our car payments, car insurance. It can almost pay for just our mortgage by like straight mortgage without doing anything. So think about how cool that is. It's amazing, and it does add up. And the goal is obviously the bigger that it gets, the better it's going to get. Another benefit is we just talked to our tax person, the write-offs. So going to convention, the plane ticket, the convention ticket, all that's a write-off. Your meals while you're there for business, that's a write-off. Advertising, marketing. That's all a write-off if it has to do with it. If you go to lunch with someone and you're talking to someone, like if we talked to Precious before she was in this, and we're like, hey, we want to go to lunch with you. I just want to chat with you a little bit about this. And we just went to lunch and sat down. We were talking about this. That's a write-off. So there's a lot of awesome perks that come with being a business owner. So that's another thing to think about.
Well, and everything we said, I noticed too, basically just about all of it was in that video that she played earlier. So I know we're probably repeating a lot of this stuff, but it's really
we're reinforcing that we like, this is what we do. This is what Precious does. Like, it's not just a video of some famous person,
right?
Someone that's known for it. We're telling you this is what we do. So think about that. Like, it, you know, it does mean something when, I mean, you got Tony Robbins, Todd Falcone's awesome. So many of these people, and they, you know, they made it big and they are big. But when you are looking at all these other people that are starting from nothing, I have tons of people on my Facebook that watched me last year start from nothing. And I was talking to people and they would be like, what'd you make? They're like, I made nothing. I made $0. I just started this. You want to join? So, you know, think like you can watch someone build and you can be the person building and people will watch you start from nothing. But you also don't want to hold back anything because you want to let those people know that now's the time to get in. Otherwise, they're going to be watching you a year from now when you are doing it, and they're not going to be there with you. Like, you're going to be so far ahead that it's like, well, you can start. You can start anytime that you want, but you're going to, you know, you could have been right here, but now you're going to be right here when you start because you didn't want to do it. So if you start here with me, we'll just go together.
Yeah. All right. I think that was pretty much it. Did you have anything else?
I know.
Thank you so much for having us on here, Precious.
Oh,
we can't hear you, Precious.
I know. I'm the muter. I like to mute myself, but I'm back, right? Thank you guys for sharing that. That was very important for me because a lot of times I think for people that see me every day and they're probably like, what is this girl doing? Like, always on live. Does she even work? And I work. I really do, guys. I really do work. Like, I really, really do. And I make money in my sleep, and that's why I get to play on live all day while everybody's at work. So for words of encouragement, y'all know me. I'm a teacher. I do this. This is what I love to teach. I love to, feed the mind. So I have some things that I want to say to you before we close. First thing first, like this video, share this video. Make sure you tell people what you're doing and get involved. Whoever invited you to this video, if it wasn't me, please get back with them. So for our words of encouragement, I want you to listen. And it's probably going to be repetitive because it just is what it is. It's just simple as that. We're going to keep saying the same thing over and over again. It's not going to change. People will remove themselves out of your life when things begin to get uncomfortable. You got that, right? You want to be the first. And you surely don't want to be the last to experience this. It is time for you to change your mind. It is time for you to change the way you think. Remember, I told you, people in suits work for me. I walk around in jeans and t-shirt all day, okay? Forget about what you don't know and do what you do know. The rest will come later. Freedom of time is near. Are you going to catch it? Are you ready to grab it? Or are you going to keep complaining and making excuses as to why I can't have freedom of time and getting denied time off for your baby's birthday party? We don't want that, right? If you do nothing, you get nothing. It is just simple as that, guys. It's simple as that. If you do nothing, you will not get anything. When I first started into this world of being a CEO, I was working full-time in corporate America. But I had to make a decision. Do I want to be here for 40 years? Or do I want to lose some sleep for a couple of years to get the hell on? And I wanted to get the hell on with the hell on with the hell on. Because I got tired of getting in my car, gone to work, working 40 hours, sometimes 60 hours a week, getting the same paycheck. I'm tired. I can't get on the plane to go home to see my parents because I have to go to work. Then they want to give me overtime. Why would I? That's the scam, guys. Why would I sign up for that scam? Everybody say network marketing is a scam. No, you're the scam because you don't get it. You know, I'm sorry. No, you're the scam because you don't get it. I need you to read. And I'm always, advocate for reading. Read it. Educate yourself. Don't just take my word for it. Don't just take Mr. and Mrs. Williams' word for it. Go read all about it. Everything that we're talking about, everything that we're telling you, you can read about it. These are facts, not just opinions. Thank you guys for coming. We will be back here next week, Thursday at the same time, 9 o'clock. Invite your friends, invite your people that are interested, they're unsure, they're against the wall, your people that you need to follow up with, invite them. A little tip on what I do is the people that has reached out to me, I invite them automatically to my lives. I have a list of people. So when I get in, I just start typing their name to let them know I haven't forgotten about you. I know you're not ready yet, but I want you to stay plugged in. And when you're ready, I'm still going to be here for you. You just let me know when you're ready. I'm always here for you if you need me. Teamwork makes the dream work. Williams, I love you guys. I really, really do. Thank you for being here, always supporting me. I'm always going to support you. And I will see you guys, of course, in the morning on live. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night. Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
You too.